Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David SERERO, and I have the pleasure today to have over the phone a fantastic director, film director. His name is Mr. DESMOND DEVENISH, and he has just released a wonderful feature. It's an award-winning independent film that is called Misfortune, Misfortune. And not only he did a tour de force, we call it, right, by directing it, but also by producing it and also starring in it, ladies and gentlemen. So this is quite exciting, and I have over the phone today Mr. DESMOND DEVENISH. How are you, Desmond, today?
Wonderful, David. Thank you for having me on.
It's a pleasure to have you, and it's an honor. So listen, Desmond, I had the pleasure, because I have some privilege, the pleasure to watch your great movie Thursday, 2 days ago at the opening of the Chelsea Film Festival. That is a fantastic film festival that was created by my dear friend Ingrid Jean-Baptiste. Say hello to her. That I had the pleasure to interview a few days ago, for you guys can listen to the interview. And she told me, David, there would be a great movie for the opening, So I was like, okay, let's check it out, okay? But I would have never thought that I will see this kind of movie. This is a first-class thriller. This is a masterclass in the acting, in the directing, and really in the producing. So why don't you tell us, Desmond, I know you're very busy today because you are at the film festival, and I really appreciate you taking some minutes for us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the film Misfortune, about the story, but most importantly to start, about yourself, what brought you to become a film director?
Yes, well, I definitely thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. I want to say first off the bat, I had such an incredible opening night at the Chelsea Film Festival. Sonia, Ingrid, Michael, and the entire programming staff and coordinators just put on a phenomenal presentation, and to have a packed screening at the Cinepolis movie theater was just phenomenal. Just a wonderful way to cap off this year in New York, and it was just extraordinary. So that said, Misfortune has been quite a very eventful and life gratifying journey for me. Many lessons have been learned. The film started off 4 years ago when myself and writing partner Xander Bailey and co-lead embarked on the script, when initially we had put a previous film into pre-production that never got into fruition because some finances went south, and we had to start off again with something of a more amenable nature, which turned into Misfortune, which we had deliberately written for ourselves to play as lead actors in.
Wow, that's really, really inspiring. And I really, really love to hear, and it's always very, very interesting how film director, regardless of their size, regardless how big they are, they always have to pitch and to fight to get the movies done. And even once the movie has been approved, they have to fight to have that scene happening and then being removed for either for budget or for the sake of it, the organization. Oh, it cannot be happening. You cannot have a stunt like this because of that and that. But, it's thanks to people like you that, we have the Empire State Building, we have the Louvre in Paris, and we have, because there was once a crazy man who said, let's do that, So, and that was someone's vision, definitely. So tell us a little bit about the movie itself, Misfortune. The film is absolutely, I'm sorry if I would say it many, many times, but it is really, really amazing. And I wrote a review that really came from my heart on the website, which you guys can read. And one thing that I really love that you did, Desmond, is your acting in it is absolutely first class. Like your expression in it, and you literally transform yourself. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, that's really just, those are wonderful moments for me. I feel like so much of life for me, especially in this entertainment industry, which is very fruitful, but yet also has a lot of jagged edges and can be very unpredictable and very difficult learning curve. So to be able to have a character in a film where you know where your parameters are, you know what your motivation is, it's very comforting and liberating at the same time. And I think that's why I feel such a very strong home as an actor when I have a chance to perform, because it's a very safe boundary. Even though there's very much vulnerability involved in acting, it seems like it's okay to be there, because not only will you not be judged, and even if you are judged, it's okay because you're giving to someone else some sort of understanding of what people go through. So that's why I believe, you mentioned expressions and all those quiet moments. In a way, film acting is for me a meditation, and I think I actually am a lot calmer and more in control when I'm on a film set than in real life.
Wow, that's honestly, that's the best therapy. But really, that was really, really amazing. I mean, I don't want to reveal too much about the movie, but there are some things out there that, wow, really, I was really, really, really impressed, and also all the fantastic cast that you had. I think the actors were really, really more involved because they had you also as a co-star. I think that definitely changes the way the other actors also are responding, because you cannot say to the director, "Hey, my friend, I know how to do it," because you have the director who is acting with you. So he's also an actor. You know what I mean? It's like when you're working as a waiter in the restaurant and you say to the owner of the restaurant, "Hey, my friend, I know how to wait tables," and the owner is also a waiter. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, you cannot fool around people. And I must say that you got, on this great movie, Misfortune, you got amazing press coverage, whether it's from IndieWire magazine, which these guys are really tough, so like that
they're very tough.
Such a great review and such great comments on IndieWire. I mean, it tells it all. It really tells it all. You have some media. If you purchase some advertising with them, usually they write you a good review. But IndieWire magazine, let me tell you, these guys, they are pretty, pretty tough. So if you get just mentioned on their website, it means you are really, really awesome. So that's really something I want to congratulate you about. And also, I want to know, so this film has been touring and got amazing reviews and amazing critical acclaim. Really also from the audience. The audience loves it, really. Like you're catching us from the beginning to the end. Like at the end, you are in the room and you hear the gunshot, you hear all of that. You really feel, I mean, at some point, I thought I had the gun near my head. You know what I mean? I was really scared. That's so well how you captured all those emotions. So I know the film's been touring a few film festivals. Can you tell us what film festival it's been touring into?
Yeah, no, it's been a wonderful year as far as the spots we played. We started off our festival circuit in India, in Jaipur, and I had initially, it was such a great place to start because it's not really a traditional place for an American movie to perform at, and especially given that most of India's slate has been primarily Bollywood films. And I feel like that there's a little more convention and more interest in American cinema for the festivals now in India. And I took a chance when I submitted to India, and almost not even thinking that there would be a great margin of opportunity for it to play there. And lo and behold, it got accepted at the end of December 2015. I said, that's it, I'm going to India. And I wasn't even concerned about having it invalidate me for other major U.S. festivals, because I thought, how many times am I going to have an opportunity to have a world premiere screening in India? So, and I just was open to the idea of seeing what that would give me. And I think too often we play too great a part in trying to strategize our careers and trying to find the perfect way to move our, ourselves as artists. And just as whatever creative opportunities we want to open up for ourselves, when usually I feel that there's a lot more that has to be given to just the universal law of, what is out there for you is the best, place for you to go. And as far as this film, one thing I've learned is that this film has taken on a life of its own, and I've tried to use the metaphor of it being like a child, where you try to nurture it and take care of it and feed it and give it, its best visibility. But at a certain point, you have to let go, and you have to see where the film is going to be appreciated and where it's going to be liked and where it's going to take you, because that's the journey. You put in a lot of the hard work, and then you have to let it do its thing. So, yeah, we played in India. We won Best Feature in India, which was just an incredible experience. We were in Jaipur, and then we were in South Dakota at Black Hills. We went to Arizona, where we had our U.S. premiere, which is where we shot our film in Tucson, and that was an incredible experience. We got some major press there. All the people in Tucson were so supportive of this. Our crew was supportive. And then we were in Los Angeles at the TCL Chinese Theater 6, which was also a great experience. We got covered by the Hollywood Reporter. So, I mean, it's been one thing after another. And then like I said, to cap off in New York, was just such a sweet ending. And we have one more festival next week. In fact, we're playing in Minnesota at Twin Cities. So we have some nice Midwest. We have East Coast, West Coast. We played in Sweden also a month ago at the Live at Heart Festival, and that was also a wonderful experience. And it's just been great to just travel the world. And I have to say, I took quite a long glance at your resume, and you have done quite a bit of international travel yourself.
So it is an honor. Really.
I see,
No, but I'm sure in Sweden they're gonna love you, because I don't want to reveal too much. I mean, we can't say it because the photos are up there, but we can see you bleach your hair, right? This is what you got there, and so you look quite Swedish now, to me. So
you're right.
I think you have the perfect look over there, So. So and also I'm so glad that you are traveling with your movie, that you're going with your movie. And when we had the chat, you mentioned something great. You said the movie is playing over there, and you sounded like you have your own band and you're going to play a gig. You know what I mean? And I thought that was really, really, really great, because it's not that the movie is on the tape and the movie is made and is on the file. For you, it's still alive, and that's really what I love to hear you around. So also we have to say a few words about the fantastic performance of that female character played by Jenna Cannell. I hope I'm saying it right.
Jenna Cannell. You said it perfectly.
Jenna Cannell. And also you got my favorite villain of all time, Mr. Kevin Gage.
Kevin Gage.
Yeah, that you saw in the movie Heat. Is the guy that Robert De Niro goes to the hotel and goes to
and then some.
Him, he said, "Look at me," and that look when he brings his eyes up, he stays in people's eyes, I think, forever. So really, your characters are absolutely wonderful. And when we just look at the stills of the movie stills of the film that are out there, if you Google the movie Misfortune, Desmond Devenish, you can see just by the expression that we're taking on a photo, like what kind of acting you are dealing with. Really, really. So what is next for you, my dear Desmond? What are you doing next after this one?
Well, right now, we have a couple of things happening right now. In fact, feature-wise, I'll get into that second. Right now, we're also working on some projects for visibility, because I feel like it's nice to also have some use of your creativity to help some social issues. And right now, there's a issue going on in North Dakota with this the access pipeline that they are looking to build underneath the sacred territories of the tribes. And so we're building a spot for that, to do like a reel for them to gain more visibility, to get more supplies up to that area and location for their for their protection of the water. So that's one thing we have right now, and we're doing that with Gunnison Galaxy, which is our creative collective. And the creative collective is it's a brainchild of mine to really put much more fostering in the creativity of a lot of independent artists, musicians, filmmakers, writers, whatever the scope of their creativity, because I feel like now with the industry so blown wide open, there really needs to be some more cohesion and synergy between us as artists, because I think we have something very important to offer the world, and I really want to nurture that. So that's that. And as far as the next narrative feature I'm working on, there's a film that we have the rights to that was a novel, a winner of Amazon Kindle Scout winner named Stacey Cochran, and the film is going to be called Eddie and Sonny, the same title as the novel, which is about two homeless people that are very destitute, living out of their car. The pregnant partner, she has a 6-year-old, and they are trying to just find a way to make ends meet in the south of U.S., and they come into a crime that they have to commit by self-defense, and they are vilified by the media. And it really is a very large commentary on the situation economically, socioeconomically in the United States, and also how I believe there are cases where the media can really just do major damage on the psyche of people, and to have a way to show that these people can liberate themselves and to be together amidst this crisis that practically separates them. And it's a love story. It's a thriller love story with a little bit of social commentary about the U.S.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, if you are an investor, because one thing that you do very well is that because you're also an actor, because you're a director, and because you're a producer, you know exactly how to put each dollar to the right place. There is not a dollar that is wasted. There are no waste in the budget. So the result of that is that your movies become very profitable. Whoever puts a dollar, and you definitely know how to turn a dollar into $2, you know. And so if someone wants to invest in your films, because that's something really that in our audience, we have a lot of people of the industry, okay? And we have a lot of investors, and a lot of my friends writing me, so I would like to invest in that Broadway show, I would like to invest in this, in that, in that. So I want to say that when you invest in a show, if the show is not successful, you can just cry home for the rest of your life, you know. But with a movie, it's always a good thing, because even if, and I'm saying even if, the film is not successful as a theater release, it would work as a DVD, as a VOD. It would work when you would sell it to television. Like a film can literally live for 50 years, you know. Like if you look at the film Scarface, it was a disaster as a theater release. But when it started to go as a home video, it became a hit, you know. So you just never know, and also you want to be proud to have your film around and to have your name on the screen as one of the investors, the executive producer. There's nothing, it's a thrill that has no equivalent in the rest of the world, really, to have, perhaps to become a father, perhaps. But, that's really the second on the list is really to have your name on the screen. That's really something. So if someone wants to invest in your movies, because also you don't need millions to invest in a movie. You can start with 10, with 20,000. You can start with 100,000, and trust me, it's not that you're getting 0.0001 cents. No, it's you getting a good cut, you know. And also you leave a great experience because you're making history, definitely. So if someone wants to invest in your movie, what is the best way to do it?
Yeah, I mean, and that. Thank you so much for setting it up. You can obviously get in touch on Gunnison Galaxy. We have all of our contacts there, and that's where we're building our pipeline right now for all all our full service industry accommodations we have, obviously, for investments, for distribution, pre-production. I mean, ultimately, I believe this is all a reaction to the studios, because there is a formula that we all see that has been redone over and over, which is not to say there's not a lot of wonderful films that do come out, but I think that there's a lot of fear involved because people are worried about making investments. However, I believe through and through, if you tell a story that touches the human public, that is an honest story, that has commercial value, that is done well, produced well, shot well, acted well, and looks great and stunning, and has something different to say, I really believe you cannot do any wrong. And I will put everything behind it, because I have done with my films. I've put my money into my films because I believe in them. And I believe that even though people think that there's unpredictability in film as an investment, I don't believe one shred of, if you have all the right components in there, it will not be a commercial success and be a very important social success. So, that's what I would say about that. As far as the breakdown with the investments, yeah, you can invest different portions, and there's different ways to structure those payments. And I have a lot of people that work with us with investments. And actually, you mentioned, I don't know if you mentioned Sarah King of Smith, who's
of course, she's great,
a manager, but she's also a wonderful producer, and she this is her forte. So I definitely have people that would be able to walk them through that and show the waterfall and the return on the investment, and to make them interested, because not only do we want people that can have some sort of some financial gain from investing, but we want people that are passionate, that believe in good storytelling, that believe in the art of traditional cinema, which I believe cinema had initially made its first breaks forth on the scene to tell stories and to have something that really made a difference. So we definitely want people that are passionate, and we want to give back to the people too. So I think we can all make money, and we can all do some major change and have some great movies and entertainment.
Wonderful. And I personally can donate you my mother-in-law if you want as a compensation.
Wonderful.
Please take
Wonderful.
her, please.
Wonderful.
No, but it just shows to our audience and to the rest of the world that when a film director is selling his house and to invest that money into a movie, the movie would be successful. I mean, if the director believes that much in the movie, then something will happen out of it. It just shows that this is not any kind of a scam or something you put money in, you will never see it, and
everything
just to pay for everybody. No. If the director is putting his own money to do that movie, it means you can trust me, you will get something out of it. So, my dear Desmond, I want to thank you again so much for taking some time. I know how busy you are today because you are at the film festival, and I know you stepped out of the room to take a few minutes with us. So we really, really appreciate that. And I hope to see that film. I think it will be released in theater in December, if I understood well.
We're looking for a day and date release December, correct? Exactly.
Okay, so
it will
I can
be
guarantee
everywhere.
you that I want to see that film again. So I will be there at the theater to watch it. And definitely once it will be released on iTunes or any VOD platform, I will buy it because it's really, really a tour de force. It's really a masterclass, and it's really a school case study because the way you shot it, the way you capture everything, sometimes with no dialogue, it's really phenomenal how you took us. And I wrote actually on the Modest review. I wrote that we really feel we're in the car with you. We are in the room with you. It's really something I've never seen before. Really. So,
Thank you.
No,
I was going to say, I really pride myself on is I want people to feel. I feel people are very sincere when they go into a movie or they go into a theater or an opera, and they want to be told something that makes them feel. And I feel like there's so much stock put into big explosions, big special effects, big, different realities, which, again, is very fun and entertaining. But I think at the end of it, though, we also need to be honest and sincere with our audience, and we need to tell them things that I feel are very simple in nature, but very profound in emotion and thought. And I appreciate that you see that, and we're going to make some incredible art. I feel it. I know it. I see it happening now.
Yeah.
And Gunnison Galaxy, I just wanted to see if we can bring people to Gunnison Galaxy to see where we're going to grow, and you've given me this opportunity to spread the word, and I really appreciate it, David.
No, my dear friend, the doors of this show are open to you 24/7, and anything that you would do, really, we would talk about it, because you are a genius, you are a first-class actor, you are a first-class director, you're a producer, you're an artist, you are passionate. At the end of the film festival, you shook the hand of everybody around, you greeted everybody who came to compliment you, because the audience was like, wow, that's amazing. And I always say, if the guy is as good on the screen as he is in life, success will come. It's only a matter of time. So I want to thank you again, my dear Desmond. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Serero. I had the pleasure today to have Mr. Desmond Devenish, who is the director, the producer, and the lead actor on the fantastic film. It's really a masterpiece thriller. It's called Misfortune, in one word, not misfortune. Misfortune in one word. It's a fantastic film. It opened the Chelsea Film Festival, which is a fantastic film festival, is still playing until Sunday, which is tomorrow, October the 16th, 2016. And we wish only the best. And please, if you see the movie Misfortune that is playing around, go to see it. If you're a movie theater, get in touch with the production company of Desmond to try to buy that film, to show it to your audience, or if anyways you want to invest in the next film of Mr. Devenish, really that every single penny will have its value. I can guarantee that. Thank you very much, Desmond, and talk to you very soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, David.
My pleasure. You take care. Bye-bye.